It is a beautiful April day. The bugs are just starting to come out and be a little annoying. I'm out planting some bare root tree seedlings. I got 50 yellow birch to put in the ground today. I've been working in this area trying to reclaim it from invasives and then also replace the dying red pine. So this was all planted kind of as monoculture, and I'm trying to introduce some species diversity because all the red pine, which is kind of over my shoulder and down the path a little way, is all dying from red pine scale. In this area here, the Oriental bittersweet, the Japanese barberry, and the burning bush have been taking over. So I've come through this area kind of behind me here, hit it with the brush hog, taken out all of the junk that was growing here. And if you can see in there, there's some orange stakes. I've already transplanted a whole bunch of sugar maples that were seeded naturally up by the road. And there's 33 that I moved kind of down into this area, and the yellow birch combined with those will add some nice hardwood diversity here and create good habitat as well. So I'm hoping all this is going to live. Most of the yellow birch though is not going to be going kind of in this area. We're going to go further down the trail where we've got those dying red pines and add them in there. Given how this used to look, I've made great strides in this area. So you can see all the stakes for the sugar maples. You can see some of the remnants of the vines from Oriental bittersweet and everything that I've cut. It's been a combination of cut, pull, spray, and everything to get these invasives out of here. So I've reached the area I want to target. Just beyond those white pines, those young white pines there, is where the end of the natural sugar maple regeneration lies. So what I'm trying to do now is, if we look up, this area is pretty much dead red pines extending down that way a ways. The goal here is to fill this in. You notice there's not much new growth or regeneration happening, a few white pines here and there. We're gonna fill this in with some of these birch and hope that they take off. And if you think it takes forever to plant 50 trees, it really doesn't. I mean, this is all they are. These are little bare root seedlings that I got from the NH State Forest Nursery. And I'm using a planting shovel, which is kind of a narrow spade. And I just open a slit in the ground, put those in, close that slit, stomp around to press the soil around the roots. That's it. Planting is very straightforward. Just take my planting spade, open a slit here in the ground, and pull that shovel out. Just have a little slit here in the ground. Grab my little bare root seedling, set it there in the slit. Take the shovel, go in behind the split, close the soil up, and then tamp it in with my foot. And there it is. So if you've been watching the channel for a while, you probably recognize this area. It's been in a few videos in the past, and I've talked some about my goals and what I'm trying to accomplish here. The main one being just a healthy woodland with some species diversity. So I planted a couple years ago a bunch of black walnut seedlings out here. I actually think we lost a bunch of those because that summer was really, really dry. I have been able to find just a couple of them still alive, so we'll see what we get. Just like with these birch, we'll see what we get. Same thing with those sugar maples I transplanted. My son and I, last year, we planted a bunch of walnuts themselves, so those might germinate. We also spread some sugar maple seeds out down through this area here, which is getting away from where those trees are and naturally regenerating. So I'm doing everything I can to try and promote new growth out here. And hopefully in another 10, 20, 30, 40 years, this will look very, very different. Of course, anything that I plant today, there's going to be no reaping of the benefit of what's sown for 40 years. So it won't be me necessarily. It'll be my kids, my grandchildren, and beyond who will benefit from this becoming a nice, diverse, and productive piece of land.